Okay, so we've made our we've made our moat, and now we want to make our castle. I'm going to use mirror to create my castle. I have another video that shows mirror using it within the sketch. I'm going to do it a little bit different in this video where we use it outside the sketch after we've already finished our sketch. So first let's just draw a little bit of a castle in here. Okay, so I'm going to actually use the origin planes or whatever if I want. I'm just going to draw lines here. Okay, so I'm going to draw my castle. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Okay, so I'm going to call that good right there. And then I'm going to put a tower on that thing. We're going to put my tower right here so it expands off in both directions. And then we're going to offset this stuff. So we're going to give my walls some thickness. I'm going to do the same with this guy here. Okay, now when I do it this way, we're going to finish the sketch first, and we're not going to mirror inside. And now that we're going to extrude, but we can't really extrude. And I'm going to show you this mistake because we all make mistakes now and then. As I try to extrude, I can't extrude that because it didn't connect. And so this is a disadvantage maybe of doing it this way, but I'll show you some other advantages in a minute. So I'm going to go back in and I got to fix that sketch. So you see where it says sketch 10 over here, I'm going to right click and I'm going to say edit my sketch. What I have to do is I have to enclose this piece. So I'm going to have to go get a couple lines and I'm going to have to actually enclose and make that a solid piece. Okay, so it's enclosed feature. And now that that's done, I should be able to extrude that part. Okay, so now I'm going to finish my sketch and I'm going to try that extrude again. And now you can see, looky there, I can extrude it. And I want to extrude my tower as well. Oops, missed this side of my tower. Let's shift around and grab that. And now I have that side of my tower too. Okay, now if you didn't want this interior part, maybe you should have trimmed it. Okay, so I showed you trim in the other one. And maybe we want to fix it. So let's cancel this and let's go fix it. This is kind of a how-to video, right? Let's go fix things. So let's right-click on 10, and let's go edit my sketch again. Let's say I don't want this interior part here, so I'm just going to trim. I'm going to cut off these walls on this inside. Right? Cutting off all this stuff in here because I don't want it. And now I'm going to finish my sketch and do my extrude again and see how that thing looks. I'm going to extrude that guy. Oh, clicked the wrong one. Oh, what did I do there? I'm going to extrude this guy. We're going to redo this video in a second. If something happened. Now you got to be careful when you trim because if things aren't enclosed, then you can't extrude them. Okay, that one worked. That one worked. That one worked. Okay, I don't know what I clicked before. This is the best part. Sometimes you just make mistakes. Okay, it's okay to make mistakes. We just fix them. All right, so there's our tower. Now let's say I want to repeat that tower to another side. So I'm going to go up here and do this mirror. And say, what do I want to mirror? I want to mirror that whole thing. Okay, where do I want to mirror it from? Mirror plane. Well, I want it to be on this wall. That's my mirror. I want it to flip to the other side. And look, it shows you when you click it, so you can check before you do it. And I think that looks good, so I'm going to say okay. Look, I doubled the size of my castle. But what if I wanted to flip it over the other side? Let's see what that looks like. Let's mirror it again. Okay, so now I want to do this feature and this feature, but now I want to flip it to this other side, so I'm going to turn around. I'm going to use this wall as my mirror. So I'm going to click mirror plane. I'm going to click there, and look, it doubled it again. Now that one I'm going to check. Ooh, I barely fit, but I did, so it works. So I'm all good. So I'm going to say okay, and boom, look at that. I just made a bigger castle. So that's another way that you can use mirror when you're doing things. Okay. Now remember, just like the last one, when you do the extrudes, you can't have things extruding different heights on the same sketch. So if I wanted this tower to be a different height, I either have to make different sketches, or I can go back now and I can draw a new sketch on top of this sketch. And then I can just draw that circle on top of this circle here. Right? And if it doesn't fit, right, we've got these things, we can make these concentric with the things below them. And so it fits kind of on top, and we can change the dimensions. We can make things equal, right? So don't fit your constraints. And so then we're going to draw this other circle that fits out here. And so now we can finish this sketch. And now I'm just going to extrude that little part. And so now I have a tower that's taller than the other one. Okay, so that's a way to fix that as well. So there you go. So there's some hints and tricks on how to make a castle, how you can make it quick, and different things you can do using mirror and trim and extrude and all the different features.